I'm on a noodle rampage, and as I told you, I watched the history of noodles on Curiosity Stream. You should watch it if you like to cook. It's wonderful. But there was a battle between the Italians and the Chinese. Still is. Where did the noodle come from? They think it came from China. Anyway, and then migrated to Italy. However, my favorite derivative of the Asian influence are Soba noodles, 100% buckwheat noodles. Buckwheat is a super healthy whole grain. And so I'm going to make some buckwheat noodles, but they're going to be served cold. So you just boil them on some water, and in water for about 4 to 5 minutes. They're a little more expensive. It's worth it to buy it. Then you chill them in cold water. I'm going to show you how to do that. Here's what's going in it. We're going to have edamame, organic edamame. I've got this baby bok choy we bought at this organic place yesterday. Also, fresh asparagus. It's asparagus season right now in the Midwest. Finely chopped onions there, and these are some enoki mushrooms. I'm just going to steam all of this just for a couple minutes, and then it's going to go on top of the noodles with my secret sauce, which includes, I'll tell you about that in a second. So what I'm making for my mirin sauce, which is typically the cold sauce that goes with cold noodles, is going to be, this is mushroom broth. I rehydrated mushrooms when I made porcini mushrooms last night for the Italian pasta. And this is the mushroom broth, and it makes an excellent base for a mirin sauce because it's got just an earthy flavor. We're going to put just a little bit of soy sauce in there. And this will be for 2 servings. Also, it's a sweet sauce too because you want the because you want a little sweetness. I like to use a little bit of sherry in there just to give it a little flavor. That's going to be perfect. And then rice wine vinegar. This is rice vinegar, but you can use rice wine vinegar. And that's it. That's going to go on the top of the noodles when they're ready. And then we're just going to sprinkle these chopped up scallions on top. And you've got a wonderful, inexpensive, oh, and I forgot, the dulse also is going to be sprinkled on the top as well. And you'll see that. Okay, so I've got the soba noodles, cooked them for about 8 minutes. They're delicious. I've already tried them. But now the trick is, they're boiling hot. This is how you make them cold. You just continually rinse them like this until they get cold. And they will get cold. Cut. All right, so we've got the cold noodles in the bowl. After I steamed the bok choy, the enoki mushrooms, and don't worry, I'm handling. Oh, I'm sorry, and the asparagus. I put them in the freezer. These are crisp but ice cold. I also boiled up some organic soybeans that I love to always. Instead of putting salt, I put lime. I put a little lime and a little of this organic onion and garlic sprinkle. No salt. And then here's my mirin sauce. This is going to go on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to just lay some mushrooms down like that. May not be pretty, but it is delicious. Some bok choy in there, ice cold. Look at that, individual, all organic on top of those noodles. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful pieces of chilled asparagus. Everything here is organic. I'm also going to sprinkle on top just a little bit of dried ginger, because that gives it a really yummy, yummy flavor too. And I'm going to put dulse on there as well. Here goes. Daddy's secret sauce, sprinkled with dulse. Look at that. You don't need to go to Japantown. You can just do this in your own home. Shebang. Now, I've also chopped these scallions up. I'm going to sprinkle a little on top of mine. Mine's bigger, and he doesn't like scallions. And that's it. There you go. And we're also going to have, I don't have any kimchi. I would put a little drop of kimchi, but I'm going to put just a little side of this sauerkraut, wild organic sauerkraut, which we bought from Whole Foods.